microphone. I've tried.
Welcome to Driven by me, and this is, and I'm back again, and whoop, I'm floating in the air. Is my microphone working? Yes. And where is my webcam? Too many stuff. Yeah, there it is. It's smaller there. Okay, we will continue where we left. Yeah, when it was Thursday, I think. Okay, let's do this. I found out, I read and watched videos on the enhance input. So last time I left because I didn't know enhance input in C++ enough to find a solution, but now I know. So I need to test the chat first. Multi-chat. Test. There we go. And is it running? It's running on YouTube? No, yes. Is it running on Twitch? Live now. Let's see. Yes. How does Twitch work for sharing? Yeah. I don't know. I still have my old sponsor there. I need to delete this. Can I remove? Not running anymore. Don't know how to share the live stream in Twitch. It's like I'm not someone who watches Twitch. The platform is very detailed, so it's hard to find anything you're looking for. Okay, let's go. Where we left the enhance input, and we need some music too. Let's put my playlist as usual. It seems that you hear it. Another. Yeah. Okay. My project, Elfley. So, for anyone who does not know my project yet, it's a little creature with cat faces and ears, but human-like bodies, and they live inside houses. And it's inspired by the Borrowers book by a woman in the mid-50s, I think. There was a film. It's not the best. This film is not the best to go about. I would say the best introduction would be either the Arrietty from Ghibli studio. So it's an adaptation. It's the same character as in the book. It's Arrietty. And there is a series too, an old series before the movie and it's on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. It's upscaled. It's really fine. It's a book, but it's still Ariety. Upscaled. Series. Yeah, there we go. HD. It's really cool. So it's my game is inspired by this book, but I won't do a story, or if I do a story, it won't be Ariety. It might. I want to be inspired by it and not just borrow stuff from it. Unintended. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. So I will just explain how you can manage the enhanced input in Unreal. The thing is that when you create an Unreal project, Epic, they provide a sample, which is fine to start with. Okay, I need to correct what. Can I continue offline? Yes. Library, no, yes. Project. Okay, something is wrong with my launcher. That's not usual. So when you create a project, I just want to do it because I don't want to say things out of my hat. Don't know if it's an expression in English, but in French we say, yeah, it's in English, out of my hat. Out of my hat. Okay, it's launching. So well, it won't be long. Okay, so when you create a project, you can have all of this. I said last time, I was not sure when I did this, but now I remember by looking at it further. I remember it's created by Unreal. I thought that was me or AI or something, but no, it's really, they create this, they use the name of your project, they have a system in it that creates all of this. But to have this, you need to start a project, either one of those, but mine was this one, and I'm pretty sure you need to click C++. And now create, let's see, just to be sure, I'm not saying stuff. Yeah, it's a bit long to create a project. So yeah, it's a bit long creating a project, so I could play a little game like last time, but I think it's almost done. What can I say? Later on we will... My light is flickering. Oh, it's my cat. Oh no, she wants attention. And my music just stopped. Where is it? That's not my music. Why did you stop? Okay. Stuff in front of my other screen. There we go. Microphone still working. I'm paranoid. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying what I will do later today is to continue the finite-state machine. What is missing in the finite-state machine is the state transition part, if I remember well, because now it's been a couple of months or weeks, I don't remember. I think it's a couple of months, like at least 2 months since I did this FSM with on this series on YouTube. So my memory is not fresh, but I'm pretty sure we didn't do the scene, the states transitions. My light is flickering. You might not see it, but on my side it's flickering. Maybe lower. Okay. Okay, wait. Is it working now? No. I think I have the time to play a game. Damn it. Is it still my cat? Yeah, it's still my cat. She's rubbing her face along the stand of my light. Come on, cat. Here. I will stick here to rubber. Here. Come. Okay. I will open the game, game launcher, in case it does not. Damn it, cat. I think I will bring her out. Damn it. Need to distract her because she needs attention. Okay, it's ready. Oh, damn it, the light. Cat. I think I will go and bring her out because now it's getting on my nerve. What is that? Your scene contains a sky dome. Damn, that cannot be. That can't be real, this cat. That can't be real.
In any direction. From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise grade systems. Everything is built in and ready.
Damn it, she's going back at it. Damn it. I really think I'm going to get her. Just wait a second. Okay. I give her some food. Food is empty. But I think she wanted attention. But she's satisfied with the food. Okay. Okay. Let's continue this. Let's see if it created the files. Yes, it seems to have. But I'm not sure. Oh, character is there, but it's combat character. Yeah, it's new file or what? It's not the same as mine, but what is this? Yeah, they did easy attack and stuff. I would say like it's fine to use if your game is not very complex, but they do make it simpler than what it should be for beginners. Platforming character, let's see that. It's not the same stuff as I have in my project. I think they updated the 5.6 version content. Well, okay. What? That's the constructor. I'm looking for the binding of the enhance input. Let's see if I open like I do on my project, and it's here in my project. So they set the camera. Oh yeah, the enhance input system is set up. So if you need a good example, there it is. There's many people doing tutorial on YouTube and they don't show this. They do the tutorial, they create those files, but you have them for free inside Unreal. But there are it is simplified a bit in the sense that they output the control stuff inside the character class, which you might not want in your project, because in your project you will have a controller you can inherit from a class that is a controller, and you can put all the controller stuff in there, like I did in my project, to be consistent, because this stuff they do is for beginners. They make it easy, simple and easy. But in your project, if you want a big project that will become complex with time, you want to separate stuff. You want to not put a control in the character, like I will show you in my project. So as I said last time, I use plugins, so I separate every logic, not logic, every module into a plugins. That way, it allows me to avoid making a spaghetti in the code. Like, you want to avoid a class knowing another class as much as possible. And a module is like something you can remove from your game, and your game is still working, or in some kind of way you can remove it and plug it elsewhere in another game. So that's why it's a good way to do a project. That way you do systems instead of a game. And your systems, you can, if you do a new game, you can pick some plugins you did in this one, and that's why doing plugins it's really good. And you want to, when you do that, you can interact between them, the plugins you have, but you want to avoid as much as possible. You want some kind of decoupling. You want to decouple them so they don't depend on each other, and to know if you depend, it's when you call another plugins inside. Yeah, but you won't have much choice. Sometimes you need to have other plugins interacting. Like here, you will add what dependencies this plugin have, and like my manager, a manager is not a good practice in programming. Eventually, my game manager might change name, because it's not when you start your project, it's fine to have a manager, but eventually if it becomes like a big it manage too many stuff, it will become really hard to maintain. So eventually it's fine to start with the manager, but eventually if it becomes too big, you need to separate it in multiple plugins with better names. And yeah, that's the best practice. You're avoiding the managers like UI manager, game manager, but at the beginning it's fine until you need to spread the stuff. What else? The music is restarting. Something like this. On your side it might be too loud. Okay. What else about plugins? What I wanted to say. So yeah, the dependency, as you can see, my game manager does not depend a lot on other stuff. No, the thing is, the game manager yet it's let's see. Here is a bit better way to see it. Okay, so yeah, the game manager will depend on other plugins, but I want to avoid those plugins to depend on the game manager. That way it does not make a circular dependency. So that's why it's good to have some kind of manager That way, those guys, those other plugins I created myself, all of them except the command game. Game Manager can depend on them, but they can't depend on Game Manager. They don't have. It's like marionettist. I don't know if you say that. A puppet master. A puppet master. He knows his puppet, but in the world of the puppet does not know the puppet master. It's better. It's as if the puppet is in another world, and that way, yeah, it's easier for those plugins to be pluck out and put elsewhere in another project. Okay, let's go. So the solution I found for myself in my enhance input. Let's go there. So I use a controller, a player controller, which Unreal won't use in their samples. And why do I do that? To put all the control stuff inside this class and decluster the character class, because it will grow with time. So you need to know that if your game is complex, like eventually it will become bigger, you want to be ready to separate stuff, decluster as soon as possible. What else? So the controller will have more of the UI stuff, and you have UI controls, and UI control, it's not yet done because I needed to make it work first, but yeah, I will do this with you probably. Another ad. Click the ad to give them revenue. So, and the character inputs is more about the physical inputs. Now I have look here, but look is more about the camera. But at least I want to test first. I want to move this to control, which is more camera, and UI here is more the physical movement of the character. That way, yeah, it will grow more easily. I feel like I should put everything in controller, but AI says that AI is a good teacher, but I need to re-ask, because sometimes it's a luck that it plays with some kind of statistic in the suite of words the AI use. So you need to re-ask the question to see if the AI gave the same answer. Okay, Unreal 5.6. Should I put my control? Sometimes the way you say things will influence the answer of the AI, so you need to be aware of that. Should I put all my controls inside the player controller? Let's start with that maybe. But I feel like it will agree. It will say yes. But so I want to add some other stuff. or separate the load with the player character class. It's generally best practice in Unreal 5.6 to separate input logic according to responsibility. High-level global input concerns such as menu, UI, context switching, camera management, or input policies belongs in the player controller, as I said, while gameplay movement and character-specific inputs, jumping attack, custom abilities in the characters. Or pound. Yeah, as I said, he is repeating the same thing. So he gives some example, some sources here. This is Perplexity AI, so he will give some sources, which is Reddit is might not be the best source. Epic is a better source, but not like the best source because it's a community forum. Of course it's better than Reddit. Reddit might have other kind of people in there, but he repeats this, and sometimes he is wrong, so you need to take it with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you decide. It won't change a thing. This function comes from the pound. So if I move look inside the controller, it would be another function here. So let's look at it. This is created by Unreal. And it takes my player controller to run this function. So this function, it's a bit, if this function they created in pound is to put controller stuff inside the character controller that we are in. But this function cannot be used in controller since controller already have what this is calling. No, this is movement. I clicked the wrong one. This one. So yeah, it's an adapter. So as you can see, we'll go in controller. So it's a bit like weird that they do stuff like that. I'm not sure why. So I will move this. See. Wait a minute. Later. I will move this to my character. My controller. Put controller on the side. Oh, it's already there. I was trying already to. Is it? Yeah, you see. It's not the same. Now it's red. There are red wiggles because it's my function is not declared inside the header. Let's go. See if that's the case. Yes, here. I'll go back. It's resolve. I will delete it. It's already deleted. I want to have. I did try to bind the action here inside in this place, but it didn't work. It's as if like it goes through, it binds the action, which is to this function. But when it goes there later in the code, it's as if it reset this part. So I guess it's because it's recalling it and rebinding it later on. I don't know why. There's a lot of stuff going on between this moment and this moment that I don't care to look at. It was easier to just do this. Call it. What is different is that instead of this, I put the player controller because I want to reach this function here. You can see this is controller, not character. So I reach this function. This one above this, it would reach the one I just deleted there. So that's fine. Let's go try this. Okay, so let's start. Yes. I need to check the something I did add. Not all project. Player. My player character. This is the blueprint version of my player character class. We just modified. And here I have test input because my I had trouble where my mouse input was not working. If you have this problem and you did a menu like me with the tutorial I gave you, you need to give back the control of the mouse when quitting the other menu, the main menu. So if I go there, when you quit the menu, you need to do this to give back control of the mouse, because the mouse won't give any inputs. And yeah, I solved this. No. Oh, that's a good answer, Mr. I don't know. S underscore. Wait a minute, Mr. underscore. Is beanless. Oh, Mr. Beanless. You don't have beans? Is your game a Pong game, Mr. Beanless? Oh no, not YouTube Music app. Mr. Beanless. Is your game a ping pong? Input mapping. As you can see here, this is how you map the enhanced input system inside. This is weird because they do this already in the C++ class, and they do it again in the. This is Unreal who did this. It should work without it. Let's test. I have a breakpoint here. when I was trying to test the look. It's still working. I'm looking around. Okay. Let's see. I have other stuff to clean up. Look at this beautiful face. She's not ready. But eventually one day she will. Oh, there is a subsurface scattering. It's the first time I noticed it. It's really cool. I don't know why it's the first time I noticed it, because probably my graphics are on max. Usually I lower it. It's really cool. Subsurface scattering. Yeah, I do 3D modeling too, so that's why I know. But it's metahuman material. It's already set in. Oh, he left, Mr. Beanless. What I was thinking about is clean up camera state. This would need to be done in C++. It has to be inside the event graph. Event tick, moving camera is fine for now. It's, yeah, movement input. It's this one. Get the XY head movement or direction. Scale value. Target is bound. Add movement. I wonder if they do they have to do this. I lost my words. Internal add movement input. Word acceleration. How is it called? Normalization. Where is the normalization done? I'm not sure. I wanted to ask AI. When adding movement in using add movement, where is the normalization done? It's not there. I don't see it. Apart if I'm mistaken, or you need to do it yourself. Okay, maybe that's why. It's a scale value, it's already done. Find all references. I think it's already done because it's just a vector. So what is normalization? You do it often in Unity. It's I think I need to explain this with the drawing software. So when you move on a grid, so a 2D grid is a good way, a easier way to explain, but it's the same as in 3D. So you have the terrain is like a grid like this, like not the terrain, the space. It's a grid. Even in 3D, but 3D adds a depth like this. Like let's say this, and like 3D would add this depth like that. But the world is made of a coordinate grid like that. And when you want to move a pawn that is there to this place, the thing is, you want to move this pawn there to this position here. The issue is that the difference, where's my mouse? The difference with moving the pawn to here is not the same length as to the red path. Oops. Like this length here is shorter than this length here. So it's better to see it from top down, but just to show in 3D, that's how it would be. Top down, let's see. Let's add a top down.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to ad-free songs from anywhere. Try it free of charge.
So top down, we would look above this. I would try to do perfect square like this. So top down, it's not perfect, but let's say they are perfect squares. Perfect grid, all equals in size. So as you can see, it's not, it's horrible. But yeah, if the square stopped there and this length is the same as this length, like because now this is too let's say, yeah, like that. Sorry. I will remove this because it's misleading. So as you can more easily see now that this, come on. This path is longer than this path. So if you add 1 plus 1 to so that the pound here goes there, like 1 in X, 1 in Y, and Y, Y in French, 1 in X, 1 in Y, so it moves there. The path is longer. If it would be the same length, it will be like a sphere, a circle, I mean. In 3D it will be in a sphere, but in 3D in 2D it's a circle. Like that. So now this path here are the same size as this. So the character when going 1 in X and 1 in Y in Y to go here, this is 1 second, so the character goes 1 unit per second, so it cannot go from here to here at the same speed as ear to ear. It will end up here in 1 second. It will end up here in 1 second. He will end up here in 1 second. So to avoid that, it's when you add a movement by adding it with units. So, like in Unity, you do add different motor. So you need to normalize your vector, so the vector becomes this length every time. But I guess it's already normalized. Let's see what it says. Short answer: does not normalize, it just multiplies the direction by the scale, and forward accumulates raw input. Normalization is done later by the movement component that consumes that input. Oh, okay. So it's not done first, it's not done later. Key location in the engine. Multiple. Yeah, that's what I said. I thought when I said I saw the multiplication. It's just the vector is the direction is already normalized. It's a 1 unit or something, I guess. Simply accumulate the vector into control input vector. No normalization. So yeah, I'm coming. I did a lot of programming in Unity first, and we often use the dot normalize to normalize this, but convert it. So it does this. This is in there. No. Where can it be found? Yeah, many places it seems. Vector, it's already inside the vector. Okay, let's continue then. Since it's already done. So what would occur if it wouldn't be done is that the character would move faster in some direction, which it would be like faster in some direction. By looking from above it would be more evident, but it's already done, so it won't be visible. And as we can see, it goes to the same speed no matter what direction I go. That being solved, what if I delete this now? Because now I already have the move in C++. Let's see if it affects something. Okay, it's not affect. Nice. What else do we need to get rid of? The jump is fine for now. Okay. This is done. This is my stuff. It's the camera zoom. I would need to translate in C++ later. Maybe off screen. Okay, yeah, I remember. So the controller, the thing is that if you choose to do like me, your FSM, and put the UI controls and camera control in the controller, in your own controller, this is the FSM. You need to create a widget out of it, because the music is an ad now. Don't want this ad there. Go. Okay. So you need to make a widget out of your controller if you want to use it like I did. Let's go there. Character controller. Why? Because what I did is that I put my input action there. If you follow some tutorial, you will see they put it in character. Most of the tutorial I found they put it in character, but I want to declutter character, so I put it in controller. Everything, even though controller is more for the UI stuff and camera stuff, I just there might be too much stuff eventually in character, so I want to avoid putting stuff there. And this is they are flagged as edit anywhere, and this is the folder, the category where you will find them. You can put the name you want here. That allows you to copy this name. Go in controller. To create a widget from your controller, you go not a widget, a blueprint class, and then you search your controller. There, mine is there, and you name it. You select your controller, And then inside there you can search for the enhance input, which is not there by magic. By what magic? It's not there. It's there. Oh, there's space in. So when you use this is not camel camel case. This is a capital. No, Pascal case. So when you put uppercase here, it will create a space. But it's the same name here. I could change this to something else. But this creates a space when there's a capital. It seems. To be sure, I could rename it and check. Do I do this just to show you? I'll play input. Let's see. Now compile.
What do salespeople hate more than anything?
Just to see. I'm not sure. I never did it. It's a deduction I have. Yes, it worked. Since now I need to do this and put a space, and now you see it's the name. You can put whatever you want, and you need to fill your create those. I can give you the tutorial I followed. There are many. There are better than others, but let's see. I don't want to be greedy with you. To be greedy. I put them in the playlist, but it's not on my handies. Yeah, the new house robot. Yeah, I'm lagging too much to see anything in there. It's over. Come on. Show some stuff. Come on, YouTube. Okay. Playlist. Enhance input. Advanced input. I gave a wrong name to my playlist. This one is for the camera look, but the one you might want is
Hey, you are watching the modular third-person shooter master
no,
class.
not this one.
Means
This one was not really good.
in just a moment.
I would say to avoid it.
What I want to add will be the on-resume button clicked function. So
This one is a good. I said Louis.
paste the name of it.
Him. It was fine, but the best one, it was like 1 year,
And how we can get the
1 year old.
Hi there. If you don't know,
How is it going, ladies and gentlemen?
I think it's the last one. Okay, yeah, this one covers most of the everything. 1 years. It's Acromata. How to use an input, and it's input in C++. Why do I show you this? I don't know. It does just cover all. Did he use a controller? I don't know. I think I found only one guy who used the controller like me. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe not. In those guys.
How is it going, ladies and gentlemen?
Main character. So yeah, those are there are. You can search for on remapping, no, enhance input, and yeah, this one is the one I followed, but I had to do custom stuff. And I say that because they do this. They tell you how to do this. I won't tell you. It's easy. It's quite easy to do. And then you fill this up. Do I have other thing to cover? Oh yeah, you need your game mode. And mine is attached to the scene, to my scene. This one is my main menu, and when I go in this scene, it will be attached here, the main menu game mode. But if I go in my play game world, it's my gameplay game mode, game manager game mode. So I switch between when I go from this the main menu to this one, it switched the game mode, which is the best practice. AI told me many times. To have a game mode for the main menu and a game mode for the gameplay, a different one. And the game mode here is my controller. It's grayed out here because it's only a class. It's not a widget. I'm avoiding because I want to force it to be this. I don't, because it's too easy to change this. So I hate it. Sometimes I go and something is changed there. So I only put my class. I don't create a widget game mode. You can, but I prefer that this way. And this is set in my class in C++. And I had some trouble doing that at first, because you need to find here. You can see it's the blueprint instead of a class here too. And to do that, you need to tell your game mode where it is in your content browser. Again, an ad, YouTube, man. You like ads. No time to enjoy some music. Game mode. My game mode is in my game manager. I would probably rename this gameplay something, because game manager is not. Should be gameplay manager. Game mode here. And then this is how you do it. You give it the path to your blueprint, and then you put it into the default bound, and for the controller same thing. And you can do it for the other grayed out here. You can create a player state if you want in C++, blueprint. The thing is why I put those two in blueprint is because the controller, as you can see, as I shown you just a few minutes earlier, you need to fill in the controller. You could do everything in C++. Like instead of, but it's longer. Your production will be longer. I go back there. I could do this and fill this inside my C++ the same way I did with the game mode here, by giving the path to the files. But it's a long process, so I'm not used to this being changed. I'm more used to this being changed and wondering why did this section was changed. So I leave it there as is. Okay, what else? What else? I have some logs I want to remove. Like, look around, is this? Oh yeah, I remember now. It's here. I put an M here to test because my mouse was not working. I added this one because it was not working. I don't need them. And to have a look, you have in the example that Unreal does, they create this AI look and they do this negate stuff. It negates the y-axis because the mouse is only 2D. And the gamepad, they did this. They created this. Now, and this log is in C++. So it's the last thing to modify before going further. Look. I would need to clean up. There's nothing I need there. This shift delete. Character Control S. Do I have to did remove? Oh yeah, I removed the on the keyboard input. I add error controller is the. Okay, I need to clean up this. Here, there is the log I wanted to delete. I won't need this setup input anymore.
If your
There's a
app
guy who
sprawls
says
across
to put it
multiple
there.
apps, you need ClickUp.
Yeah, you do.
I think it's the tutorial I gave you. He says to put it in there, but you don't need to. The best way to set up your mapping is in the begin play, as AI told me many times. That's why I say that. It didn't tell me one time, it repeated. It could be wrong, but okay, I need to compile it before that. Compile here. No input. Yes. We are ready to go. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Next step would be the FSM state switching. Don't need to be in the engine yet. I did some cleanup, so I will do a commit at least. Okay, for the state transition, I need to check my old project. Welcome, Amorancho. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing a Finite-State machine. Now I'm going with the state transition. And I need to look at my old project to be sure, because it's been a long time since I did this. Which is this one. Oops. Okay, just a second. Okay. What is this? What is the tutorial? Come on. Okay, so for the scene transition, I'm looking in C#. I did one in C#, but it's not the same language. In my state, here everyone is starting. A current state. Tri-state transition, and in another project, a group project I did, what is the state transition? The can enter as some stuff, but do we have this? Let's look at it. Finite-State. Okay, can enter should have something. It's the current state. Just to be sure. Want to look at a real state. Where is the state? Create abstract event. Network FSF I state. I don't remember. Run on. Oh, yeah, I got it. State. Drag and drop state. Can enter. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's a state there. And C plus current state. Okay, so it's a const there. Const. And it is the character state. Which is character state. That's so weird. It's the interface itself. Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm doubtful that it is this, but this one needs
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to your favorite songs ad-free. Download music and podcasts to listen offline or on the go. Enjoy thousands of customized playlists and radio stations. And jam to music when your screen is off or while using other apps. There's more to discover with YouTube Music Premium. Try it free of charge.
okay, I think that's it. Now where do I implement this? Here. I don't know if what is the fix update in Unreal? But I'm coming from Unity. I don't know if it will be deleted because it does not exist, but guess can manage something. Okay, who's getting this one? I feel this name is too big, but maybe I will shorten it. We'll see. So other people are using this. People, other classes. Okay, no one is using it. That's not true. I need to go on my player. Here. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Here. There we go. Yeah, I need to do it in here too. Outer state. Okay, there we go. Next, big component. Yeah, okay. There we go. So it's in the state machine. This one. You need to go add a tick component. Okay, it's there. You need to update the current state. Current state. Okay, I need to make a current state inside the here. If it's not already there, yes. And then in the tick component, if now you can name it whatever you want, like on change state, but it will be run here the first time. I want to ask AI what is the physic Unreal Engine 5.6. What is the equivalent of the physics or physics update in Unreal? Does not offer a direct equivalent, but similar behavior can be achieved by using substepping, augmented threading, physics sticking feature, physics calculation in Unreal Engine, made by Chaos Physics Engine, which use its own fixed time step interval. However, there is no native blueprint or C++ event called fixed update or current system frame independent physics update. You should enable physics substepping on your physics bodies, which allows the engine to process physics update at a fixed interval, regardless of the frame.
There's more to love with YouTube Music Premium. Listen to
I
ad-free
think I will
songs
leave it
and
there.
discover new podcasts anytime, anywhere.
Do I need
Try it free
physics?
of charge.
I like ragdolls. Some people hate ragdolls. But yeah, I don't think it's not Unreal. It's not Unity. Not Unity. Let's ask. I don't need right now, so I will delete it. Okay, so try this thing. You can name it, try change state, on change state. And this is like a for loop to check its transition between states. What the F is he doing? What the F is that? Example state change logic to be replaced with actual condition. This is just a placeholder to demonstrate how in a real implementation you will have condition based on player input and game event. Blah blah blah. AI doing his adventures. Now we are talking. Current state is not equal to possible character state. The current possible character state. Check if it can enter. So it checks if what is put in current state is not equal to the current one in the for loop. Then it checks if it can enters, and I would put condition if it can enters. And then yeah. But if current state yeah, it's a way to do it. It's the thing is, it's almost the same thing as in my project. It's weird, like my project, it's check if it can exit, and if the current state can exit and the state, yeah, it's better in my it's better in my if the thing is, in my project, this is current state no can exit. What the F is that? AI, what are you doing? And possible state current can enter current state. Yes, that's it. Now why is it not? It's private. Is it? What? This is private? Must have bool type. Yes, this needs to return. I'm a bit of a stupidus.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen ad-free. Offline.
Now you need to
and in the background.
change all of this.
Plus, download podcasts for on-the-go listening.
At least
Try
now it
free
works.
of charge.
Let's do this. Let's return true to everyone. And let's put the log. Error log. No, not error. What is the not error? It's a log. Warning, it's not a warning. A normal log. Normal log. Damn. Yeah, I don't have the memory for that. Let's put a warning then. There we go. I have to. Okay. Next. Okay. Hey, I know. it's a warning there. Because he saw the other files. The previous file. He knows that here is an error. Here's a warning. It's me, we decided. It can see the previous file you were working on, I think. Okay, now let's test this. No. No. I should have pressed no. Okay. That's wrong. Oh. Oops. There we go. Let's go. There are games, currently free games in the store. It's been a long time since I haven't tell you, but I need to connect. Reference operator can enter current state. Okay, this needs to be corrected. In my other one, it's like this. The current state. It's a templated stuff here. Why? Decided with you. Because it's an interface. I think it should be the other one we did. This one, I think. Yeah, now it's conflicting. Should I do this or not?
With the YouTube Music app, you can start a radio station with up to 30 artists. Go ahead, DJ Thumb. Try 1 month free.
Cannot compare with this one. Maybe I need to put this in here. Maybe ask AI. I wonder if should this be elsewhere? Let's see. Because every state machine will need this. And I'm inheriting from this one. Maybe I should implement it here? No. Here. And call the parent. I think yes. Damn it, not another one. Not another one. I need another way to so those guys are putting an address in my chat, and they find ways to avoid being blocked, and they use words like official words like viewers with some squiggles. Yeah, I will get them. There is some hint that they cannot escape, and I won't tell what it is. Yeah, I need to plug this. I found a word. This guy said that cannot escape this. It can, but this word might get him for some. Where is the blocking Twitch? It's in channel. No, it's in creator dashboard. Yes. Moderation. Chatter permission, no. I cannot find it. Manage open channel, enable channel point. Planet Auto message filtering. Bucket term, yes. There we go.
So you're watching YouTube, but did you know there's a YouTube Music app where you can listen to podcasts about popcorns, dark? Listen for free on the YouTube Music app.
What else? I will pick some of the stuff he said. Back to the chat. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's plug that. Okay. I was about to ask I think I would need to put this in as this. It's a mouthful here. I think I will rename this just because it's too long. Now let's go there. Let's see. At least if it seems to work. I press play. Nope. Must return a value. Oh, it does notice it here. There. Yeah, maybe false. It's there. Should work. I'm tempted to rename this. I can't. The editor is too slow. Sometimes it does not want rename. Maybe a restart. Let's see if it works. Good news, it seems to work.
YouTube Music Premium,
Oh,
listen to your favorite
YouTube
songs
Premium.
ad-free. Download music and podcasts to listen offline.
Almost there. What can I say? There's no one anyway. Today is an empty day. It's not a good day to stream. But I wanted to show this advancement. Tweet. Is it there yet? Have we arrived yet? Let's do this. Yes, look at this. Idle walking, idle walking. Yes, we are getting there. I don't like that mouse is just sideways, but we will correct that. So yeah, the states are walking. In French, as we say in French Canadian, we say ça marche, which means it walks. But we don't use it to tell that something is walking. We say to tell that something is working. And sometimes people go along with the word and say it does not have legs. When someone is complaining that it does not work, we say like it does not walk, but the meaning is it does not work, like ça marche pas. It does not marche. It does not work, but we say walk. And some people sometimes to be like that, doing that jokes. They say, of course, it does not have legs. I don't know why we say it does not walk. We say it does not work. Marche. Ça ne marche pas. It has to do with maybe it has to do with animals farm. Like when the animal farm was sick and people said, oh, it doesn't walk. And like children of children started to say that about other stuff. Like about machinery. I think it might be coming from evolving from that. It's hard to tell sometimes what could have happened. It could be anything. So we have our current state, our state machine. I want to commit that state transition working. We need to do tests online later on. Yeah, I think I will leave it there since it's a completion now. I will do other stuff, camera and color correction, and do the online with you tomorrow or after tomorrow. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.